Hello, my name is JMO62. You caught me listening to, what was it again? I Could Break a Needle. Represented Spain in the 2010 Eurovision Song Contest in Oslo, Norway. Welcome to JMO Study the Video Nest in audio form, episode 2. But it's back in video for the stream, because screw you. Yeah. I don't have any guests today, and I don't think Blue is even here, so, without further ado, let's just jump into it. So, alright, so, let's firstly, I forgot to make this, I forgot to make this ticker because I didn't think we need it, but hang on. I need to Google strikeout text generator because I need to strike out texts. Okay, so that strikeout looks wrong, but you get what I was doing there with the strikeout. Anyway, so Blue was meant to be with me. He joined the StreamYard at 6 in preparation for us to start at 7. But what ended up happening was he didn't even turn up. What ended up happening is that he has to go somewhere, and as of 7:09 p.m. he still hasn't arrived. So at this point, just for the first 10 minutes of the stream now, I've been alone. And there's been a reason why I have not necessarily started it earlier than I did back in episode 1. I would have started it earlier if all our guests were ready to do so. But the only people here are me and Blue has not arrived yet. So at this point now, I'm just waiting for Blue Shell to arrive, basically. But in the meantime, let's look at some comments. For example, Royal Sandwich just said BBC Radio JMO. Yes, the next hit new show on the BBC World Service. Does anyone even know the BBC World Service? I know the BBC World Service. Do you know the BBC World Service? That's my question. The BBC World Service is the BBC World Service. It's BBC Radio for the world that everybody can access, like on BBC Sounds. Don't know about the FM regulators or something about them. But yeah. But BBC Radio is one of the... What the hell? Sorry. My Nintendo Wii is currently behind me, and it's... What's it picking up as my IR single? Oh, it's being viewed at an angle. That's why it's so jittery. Oh, I get it. Well, now that it's a directly 180-degree angle from there, you will not see it. I just got a notification. An MP4. What is this MP4 file that I've been given a notification for? Good to know. He's on a godforsaken TV. Is this a video game with a skybox on it? Bloody 3D television. Playing BBC Two Scotland. Nice. You're streaming on Twitch, huh? Yeah. Oh, hang on. I need to mute my mic. Sorry about that. It was just yeah. So for the second time in a row now, I've had to do a podcast while eating dinner. So that's fun. But yeah, I've got same as last time, burger and chips and also some mash. Yeah. And all that time, Blue still hasn't arrived, so we are pretty much stuck waiting for him. I forgot my phone, damn it. So I'm gonna have to figure out like what exactly I'm gonna need to do. Oh, look who's decided to finally arrive. Welcome back, Blue. Now we can actually get on with the fucking podcast.
Now I'm in the
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen, fine. I love the game.
I don't think they can hear you that well.
Oh, now I can. Yep, state of the society. I'm in the living room with the cat.
That's great to hear. Alrighty, now we can get on to our actual topics.
Yes,
that only a £5 chicken burger and chips.
Yes.
I don't know how much this cost actually.
Alright, first things first, we're going to be talking about Eurovision.
Well, we were talking about you not existing.
Oh yeah. I was in the way. I was on my way.
Anyway, Eurovision, the Eurovision Song Contest. Yearly contest held every year in a random European country, depending on who won the previous contest. You see,
this year was Sweden, so
it's not this year, it's next year.
Yeah. This year we won Sweden. So
this year was held live in Liverpool, in the United Kingdom, in place of Ukraine, who won the contest last year. The reason why was because back in 2022, there was a lot of Italian websites that were shut down by a Russian hacker group. So they knew Russia would be willing to interfere with the contest again. So what they ended up doing was they didn't host it in Ukraine for security concerns. They tried it. They tried every possible way to host it in Ukraine, but unfortunately, they couldn't really do much. So it was held in the United Kingdom.
Liverpool, yes.
And there were a lot of great songs in there. Due Vite by Marco Magoni for Italy, Noah Carell's Unicorn for Israel, Karia's Cha 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 for Finland, and the winner of the contest, Sweden's Tattoo by Loreen. Now, Loreen had already won the contest before with the song Euphoria. Now, my dad is the person who thinks about this, but he is adamant that Tattoo is pretty much a carbon copy of Euphoria.
Ooh.
Just with a couple of like a key change in there, and it just has a key change and different lyrics, of course. But obviously, the rule is. Sorry, I'm still eating dinner. I just got it while on the podcast. The rule of the contest is you can't host it. You can't have an unoriginal song. You have to have an original song, music, lyrics, all of that. If you want an example, the Father Ted episode, A Song for Europe, is a great idea of what it means. Basically, they were writing a song called My Lovely Horse. They needed a melody, and it ended up they ended up plagiarizing, and it was the last minute where they fixed it, and where they actually realized that they'd get caught, and they went like, my lovely horse blowing through the fields, where are your friend locks blowing in the wind? My lovely, lovely horse, you're a pony no more. Thank you for putting the solo out on me. Anyway.
That's already the end of the podcast. Okay.
I haven't even had a chance to take a bite out of my burger, so let me do that now.
Burger.
Burger.
You know what I mean? Burger.
So
now the question is
Eurovision hosting in Sweden next year, which a couple days ago was revealed to be hosted in Malmö, Sweden, which hosted the 2015 contest. Or the 2013 contest.
2013 contest. Which, hear me out, this is an exact repeat of 2012 and 2013. Sweden wins, then the country gets out of Malmö back in 2012. Then this year, same thing happens.
Loreen wins in a year, and then the next year gets hosted in Malmö.
Wow. Literally, we could have said, oh, it's going to be in Malmö.
Which, to me, it kind of makes no sense.
Yeah, me too. But I guess
Because there is something I like to call the conspiracy theory. Now, I'm not saying this conspiracy theory is true. I'm just labeling it as a conspiracy theory. Just highlighting it. There is a theory that Eurovision made Sweden win this year because next year is the 50th anniversary of ABBA winning the contest in Brighton with Waterloo. So it could be like a big PR stunt if ABBA comes back or something. Which kind of makes no sense, if you ask me. But at this point, like, I don't know anymore.
So was it deserved?
So yeah. Here's the thing. The jury vote was like, oh my god, the jury vote.
Right, let's get on to our thoughts on the Eurovision.
Hang on. Let me do something real quick.
Board your time.
I'm quickly going to make a Google slide with the jury results. So let me just grab.
Well, then we're gonna put this on the screen just to.
I'm still trying, but like still. Just give me a second. I still need to make this for the people who are viewing it. Sorry. Let me just quickly. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm still trying to grab you the results. I just need a screen capture, and we're good to go.
I do know like top 5 or my top 6.
Yeah, but I need to show you the jury results because they are something else, I suppose.
Yeah. I'm so unprofessional today.
Yeah, we're a bit unprofessional. Next time we should be more prepared, but like I only thought of this like last like 15 seconds ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully you're able to see that when I put it in.
Muffin.
Give me just 2 minutes. All right. You should be able to see this now. Take a look at this. Look. For God's sake. Sorry, there's just some. I'm literally next to the front door of the house. Anyway,
just
take a look at this. Jury votes. First is Sweden with 340. Second is Israel with 177. Sweden got almost double as many points as Israel with 177. Like, this is just why.
Also got to note that Croatia's literally the last.
Croatia, hang on. I think the banner's blocking Germany. So let me just
Yeah, Germany's that last.
Yeah,
Germany's chances were fucked up.
Germany just got robbed, bro. Like Germany got robbed. And you can see very many great songs got caught out from the jury points because of the Sweden debacle. You see, Cyprus got 68, but they didn't get their coveted 12 from Greece. They only got about 6 from Greece.
We was one of the greatest songs.
And Slovenia only got 33. And France and Ukraine only got 54, which was... And even though Spain got 95, they still got screwed over by the televote by something I like to call Finland needs to win-ism.
Yes.
So Finland needs to win-ism is something I like to call for the amount of jury points that the amount of jury points Sweden got and what everyone knew they were about to get basically told everybody who was going to televote, vote for Finland, this is too much. And you can obviously see that because of the amount of points that Finland received, they would still need not only to get second not only would they need to get second in the jury vote to even stand a chance, but yeah, pretty unfortunate result. And you can definitely see that even though Finland needs to win-ism still worked out, there are still some ones that made ginormous gains. Norway and Ukraine are great examples, as well as Croatia, who went from 11 points from the jury to 112 points from the televote, which gave them 7th in the televote and a combined 13th overall.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the detailed jury televote results now. There was a problem fixed by the Greece-Cyprus situation. Greece still gave 12 points to Cyprus because of fucking course.
Yeah.
And I'd like to mention, Finland didn't give that 12 points. Sweden didn't give any points. No, Finland didn't give any points to Sweden.
But Sweden
gave points to them, obviously, but still, it's a weird thing. And Sweden didn't get any 12 points at all from any country. The biggest they got is a couple of 10s, which was apparently enough to help them secure it. And let me tell you, the amount of jury 12 points Sweden got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 televote points. 15 12 points from the jury.
Yep.
That is too many. And they did receive points from every single jury that could give points to them. However, I do need to say something, and it's to the cha-cha-cha fans. They were not sportsmanlike at all during the grand final. They started shouting cha-cha-cha whenever Sweden or Finland got 12 points, which culminated when Lithuania gave 12 points to Sweden, and it overwhelmed the two hosts that they couldn't really talk at all.
Even Adam had to ask them to shut up.
Yeah,
I wasn't surprised that she didn't go full on cat to just shut the
No, that would only happen if Kat Deely was hosting.
Oh, what if Arctic and BAJDOI hosted Eurovision? Oh my god, RBA's dream would come true.
We will have to do one of these about football. Hey, listen, Sam, if you want to be a future guest on the show, hit me up.
Yeah, just hit us up on Discord. Just hit us
Go
up.
on either our Discord or our Twitter. The Twitter's over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd also like to talk about the host selection. Because I think it's kind of weird considering it was held in Malmö and not Stockholm, which would make the most sense considering the ABBA thing. Basically, the ones that submitted a bid, the ones that thought they could have done it were Eskilstuna, Jönköping, Partille, and Sandviken. Those were all four that have that have all done things. For example, Eskilstuna did the second chance round of Melodifestivalen in 2020, and Jönköping hosted the Heat in 2007, and Sandviken also in 2010, and Partille hosted the Eurovision Choir 2019, which, yeah, that existed.
Wasn't
Then the shortlist included. And the shortlist included Stockholm, who thought about maybe doing 3 types of arenas. Types is the specific word. They were either going to hold it in the Friends Arena, which hosted all but one final of Melodifestivalen since 2013, which was the preferred venue of the council of the city, the Tele2 Arena, or a temporary arena around Friedhamnen, motivated by production needs of the contest and difficulties in finding venues during the required weeks. That ended up going nowhere, and they did not submit a bid. Gothenburg and
the Scandinavian that hosted the Eurovision 1985.
Hang on.
Yes, Malmö
is
also the name of the football team.
I'm going to call it by its short name. Gothenburg and Ovik were submitted a bid, as well as Malmö as well, who submitted a bid, as you may already know. Gothenburg hosted Eurovision in 1985. However, Scandinavian was set for definition, and it did need and the roof did need adjustments. So that then
Jim, I have a question. Well, Sam here, I want to ask, what are your thoughts on the gay awards?
What?
Check it. Check the question.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, let's skip that question.
Yeah. Also, we thought Malmö was a football team. Yes, it is also the name of a football team, and where Zlatan Ibrahimovic started.
Yeah, just like every single other. Just like England, every single football team is usually a city.
Yeah.
The key exception of with sponsorships like RB Leipzig. No.
Still, name of the city.
But yeah, it is a name of a city. Now,
let's go back on track.
Malmö did actually host the Eurovision Song Contest back in 2013, which was won by Denmark. So, yeah.
That all led up to Portugal winning Eurovision 2017.
Now's not the time.
Oh. Are you?
Anyway, That is. Oh, for God's sake. LGBTQRSTVWXYZ. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Enough about that. I think we have made our point clear. That
Did one deserve to?
there's a lot of iffy. But personally, I still think Finland should have won. Considering that jury total. There is something up with that jury total. Like, shady or not, there is something up.
340 points.
Yeah. Like, there's no way.
SVT, I have a question. Is there corruption?
I mean, in RTE, there's definitely corruption, and they gave 12 points to Sweden. If you know, you know.
If you know, I know.
If you know, you know. I didn't even answer the question. Why are you saying don't worry?
Jim will actually say that he will not answer that question ever.
Ever, yeah, ever.
Alright, next.
I am still eating a burger, by the way.
Burger. Yeah, that's
anyway.
why it's. But wait, Jero, I have a question.
We are yet to talk about that, so I might as well.
It's my family though, assholes.
Sorry, I'm still eating.
Yeah, that's a more moment.
Yeah. So the Junior Eurovision Song Contest is like the Eurovision Song Contest, held every year, and is also hosted by the country that won the previous year.
Hang on. Now, before you say anything, I have to at least talk about this. Originally, this contest was held in Copenhagen the first year. They offered it to Manchester. They didn't have the budget. Croatia, nothing. They all had to vote for them. They decided on a date every single year until 2011. I decided, you know what? I'll do it.
So,
and then bidding.
Fun fact: Wales participated in it, not as the United Kingdom, as Wales.
Kazakhstan also is participating every year.
And Kazakhstan, even though they have participated in Junior Eurovision, they have not participated in usual Eurovision. We'll get to that. No. No.
Oops. Help.
Oh, no! Enough! I either go to youtube.co.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Jay was as of recently just decided to play a lot of Fortnite.
Yeah, he knows that. I played with him.
And but he recently also started playing Among Us again.
Yay. So 14 countries have determined their have confirmed that they are going to participate.
Even one country has already decided to represent it.
Hang on. Let me talk. So, one sec. I'm going to reveal the way they're going to do it, obviously. So, in alphabetical order. Armenia is focusing on an internal selection, which will be later this year. France have not confirmed anything. Georgia has already confirmed the artist Anastasia Vazade, with the song releasing sometime later this year. Germany is going to be an internal selection. Ireland will be a national final in Irish. Italy will be an internal selection. Malta will be a national final on the 15th of September. The Netherlands will have the same thing on the 23rd. North Macedonia has confirmed the artist of Tamara Gujeska for 2020, with the song releasing later this year. Poland have a national final. Portugal have Julia Machado as the artist. I probably butchered that. Blue, say it correctly.
Julia Machado.
And that will be released later this year. Spain has already revealed their artist, Sandra Valero, and their song will be later this year. Ukraine is going to have a national final later this year, and the United Kingdom has not confirmed anything just yet. And countries that have confirmed that they won't be participating are Cyprus, Romania, Israel, Moldova, Iceland, Belgium, and Kazakhstan as well.
Now, I do have to mention the return of Germany.
Yeah, I'll talk about that later. So yeah,
Germany did
this is going to be held in Nice, France.
The hometown
after they won the previous year with Oh Maman. That's literally how it's pronounced. Oh Maman won. Yerevan. Plus, it's actually the first year of the heart logo for Junior Eurovision. Usually they had the V as usual, but now they don't because why the fuck not? I'm still eating. Back to marking whenever I'm eating a burger. Probably mark whenever I'm eating chips or mash. Anyway. So.
Oh, but Jemo, did you know that this is the hometown of last year's winner, Lisandro?
Yeah. And also, it is about a mile or two. No, not that many. No, it's a bit away, but not as many as away as you think. But it's a bit away from Monaco.
Perfect time to talk about
another micronation. Oh shit! No, not that one. We'll talk about that after the mystery segment.
Anyways, want to talk about something a little bit more about Eurovision?
Yeah, this is the last one we're going to talk about Eurovision. Before the grand final, they confirmed the national broadcaster for Luxembourg, which is, if I can find it, fucking hell.
It's RTO Tele Luxembourg.
Oh yeah, Tele Luxembourg. I'm such a dumbass.
Luxembourg, or call it RTL, by the way.
Yeah, RTL had announced that they are going to be returning to the contest.
Yeah.
Well, next year, obviously.
Which means we're gonna.
No.
It's very funny. Yeah. But what time is they return? Gemma, remind us, how many times did Luxembourg win Eurovision?
4.
5. Forgot 83.
Yeah.
It's 5. They won 5.
Apparently they didn't participate last time. Apparently they stopped participating after Mill Street in '93. And I'd like to mention, for some reason, even though they won 1973, they never hosted it in 1974 because
They didn't have money.
they didn't want to host it again.
Honestly, they didn't have money.
And then there's Ireland, which we are not going to talk about because we've already spent about half an hour talking about Eurovision. And we need to go over to our other things before we go crazy. Let's move on. No.
Is it time for the mystery segment?
I need to finish my burger.
I'm just gonna kick this off. I'm gonna add more banners.
Right. So, Wii, the Nintendo Wii, was released in 2006.
Oh.
Quite obviously. It came with
17 years ago.
People thought there was going to be a Wii startup disc. Anyway, ages ago, about a year ago now, I got into Eurovision and somehow I got into Wii Modding. Sorry. Wii Modding
for getting you into Eurovision.
No, stop. No. So, Wii Modding is actually very easy. Trust me, it is.
So grab your Wii's and listen to this tutorial.
By the way, I am only going to be reading what is actually on the Wii guide. The guide that I used to do it myself. So, please, if you want more information or help, you get to know it. Or if you want to use a different method than the one I'm going to say here, just go to Wii Guide, and if you don't want to press it again, go to Wii.guide/get started. But I'm going to basically show you Letter Bomb, which is the exploit that uses the Wii message board. So basically, you need to be on version 4.3. You have to go.
No, when you are a guest, Sam. When you're a guest, we're going to talk about the Euro 2024.
What the fuck with him? Let's play football. World Cup! World Cup!
Also, I want to make a quick mention. The Euros of under 21 Euros are standard. England, I think, won. Which is funny to think because England never really wins anything.
So, what you need to do, you need to firstly write your MAC address down. If you go to Wii Settings, Internet, Console Information, make note of your MAC address. Please make sure you do that. Now go to please.hackme.com. Put your system menu version. If you are in if you are in America, that's U. If you're in Europe, that's E. If you're in Japan, that's J. And if you're in Korea, that's K. Then you need to enter your MAC address, which is necessary to create and assign the correct file, and then tap bundle the Hackme installer for me, and then cut either wire, extract the contents to your SD card, insert the SD card in your Wii, open the message board, and go a couple days if you don't see it, and if you look there should be a letter, and you should open it, and you should be able to go into the installer and install the homebrew channel and boot me. I am in a position where my brother is currently standing over me because I'm in his room right now because nobody else can be in here. So I don't know.
Pick a hand.
That one.
Oh, you get nothing.
What was in the other one? Oh, thanks, I guess. Are you just gonna let me be here until the end of the podcast? No, it wasn't.
You're not upstairs, no?
I had food. Alright, my brother just gave me Capri Sun.
That's what you get now for getting up and leaving. That's your reward for getting up, Jimmy.
Alright, guys, Blue, you take over. Let me just send you the link to the Wii guide and the private chat while I go upstairs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sorry about that. There's a incident.
Yeah, where did you leave off? Again?
Let me just send you the Wii guide. There we go. Yeah, okay. I'll be back in a
Where did
minute.
you leave off?
I'm gonna get my food up first and then the Chromebook, so it will take a while. Don't worry. I'll be back though.
Okay. So now you're gonna go leave into the overview channel, where you're gonna see a scam warning screen. So wait 30 seconds for the text press 1 continue, then period will be then press 1. Then there will be a test result screen. You're gonna select continue. If BootMe says that it can only be installed as an iOS, that's normal. You have to select install the homebrew channel, select continue and finish, and once installed, select back, then select BootMe. And then you're going to select install BootMe as iOS. However, if you do not have an SD card, you can only install or use BootMe, and therefore you will not be able to utilize any of the mentioned benefits. You can only install it at a later date. Once done, select continue. If you don't have the option to stop with me as Boot 2, please do so as well. This offers the best of the possible brick protection you can have. Otherwise, skip this step. Finally, select exit final open the homebrew channel.
The homebrew channel.
Michael wants stronger perhaps. Congratulations.
So, and you can use the homebrew channel to install homebrew apps, and once you get the open shop channel or the homebrew browser, either one, you can use that. Also, if you couldn't install BootMe, I'd recommend installing Preloader.
Alright.
But yeah, it's all good. It's all fine. You're good, you're fine, you're good, you're fine.
Remember,
Right? I might actually want to tell you, if you do use Preloader, this is the list of hacks you can do and what they do. Block this update, remove the Wii system update stream, which included with some games. Block online updates, disables updating your Wii. Auto press A health screen allows you to get out of the health and safety screen early, which is good because all it says is, here's a warning about health and safety. Read about health and safety. I mean, if I don't want to get sued necessarily, if like something happens, like I didn't see a warning screen, I'm getting my fucking Wii. So yeah, there's a lot of them. I'd recommend going to Wii Guide and just reading the rest of this as well, including some do's and don'ts. Anyway, I actually did it a year ago. I did most of it a year ago anyway, and
he's now an expert.
I'm not an expert. No, I don't know how to officially make stuff, but like it's good.
I don't care.
So yeah, I can boot games from a USB drive. I can install WiiWare and WADs, which are basically just channel banners. Even if you don't redirect to anything, they're still channel banners. Yeah, you get the point. It all just works. And I've had a couple of those calls. There's been a couple of homebrews that did have to make me plug out the Wii entirely.
For
And then I
example,
forgot to insert my SD card back when I was using the photo channel, which, yay.
oh yeah, that's how Fable gets into Wii Modding.
That's how Mafia works. Righty.
Anyways, you want to know a fun fact?
What?
Finland should have won. That's all I'll say.
What was that? I didn't even see it. Facts.
Facts. Finland should have
It's
won
not fun,
Eurovision.
though. A fact is not fun.
Yeah. Anyways, are you ready for the tradition?
With the mystery segment. Ooh. So, last week, we had a Eurovision quiz where our guest Logie Boy and Lewis Does Everything absolutely sucked at that.
Yeah.
Like, Lewis got 1 pity point because he guessed the year that Johnny Logan won. So,
It's a pretty good.
also, fun fact. Facts aren't very fun.
Yeah. So, we're gonna keep on the Eurovision theme for this, and there is a certain song that we thought that they did deserve to pass to the finals, and there was also a song that we thought, nah, this is too corrupted. So here are reasons why one was wrong this year at Eurovision.
If you couldn't actually hear what the hell he said, which I get you, he's very bad at speech. It is reasons why Latvia was robbed at this year's Eurovision.
Yay!
With Sudden Lights by Aya. It's a rock song that's about a lullaby, and it's based off of a lullaby, an old Latvian lullaby, and they even sing it at the end of the song. And what's fun about it is it's just good. It's just a good song in every right.
Well, Solo was absolutely full of corruption.
Yeah, well, let's go over that in a minute. We also want to talk about every single non-qualifier, every single country that did not qualify.
First of all, Greece was underrated as fuck.
What?
Greece was underrated as fuck.
I will agree. Hang on, give me a second.
Food.
I need to grab the results.
Yes, Eurovision again.
I need to grab the... That's a Eurovision again. Alright, so...
Don't worry, we have a different
final
topic to
one. Featured songs.
such as...
Swallow,
Yeah.
No today, no today, no today, Anyway.
And also songs as I Could Have Sung.
That was 5th in the running order. And 6th in the running order was My Country. But in all honesty, I didn't like it. I didn't like our song. Until the day I die, I will always say Midnight Summer Night by Connolly was the song that should have represented us.
With Midnight Summer Night, Arwen could have won Eurovision.
It's just good. It's just a good fucking song.
Please, guys. You know what? Next podcast we're opening with it with Midnight Summer Night.
Next year, next year I'm hoping that we
What?
actually get a good song that can represent us well.
Yeah, and stop with the streak of Arwen knocking profiles. Come on. Come on. I
Last time we
forgot
qualified was
the
2018.
places I enjoyed to places I'm on the way to go.
Yeah, like that one was slightly underrated. I mean, the song was good, the vocals were but the set design was where it really hit.
Come on, the stage was fantastic.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Bell.
also, there was one song that was robbed by the running order that had to take the cursed second position.
Oh, which one was it?
Malta, the busker, dance our own party. Robbed
Oh
to the
no, that is
extreme.
the coolest song ever.
3 goddamn points. Why?
Also, Tetris.
Yeah, Tetris was in the fucking transitions.
What is that? Do you know
That should be a Eurovision song title. Anyway,
Morning glitter.
the other ones that didn't make it were, of course, Latvia. We've been bitching about that for the last few minutes. Ireland, if we are one, which I get, considering Midnight Summer Night, I will say until the day I fucking die. Azerbaijan with Tell Me More by Tural Turan X, and Mia Dion Cooper's Burning Daylight, which, I admit, was a tiny bit of a shock.
How did that get in?
It was a little bit of a shock, considering it was actually written in tandem with not only those two and two other incompetent assholes who don't even have a Wikipedia article. It was written by Duncan Lawrence.
What the fuck? Hey, it's Duncan Lawrence.
Yeah, the winner in 2019 in Tel Aviv. So
presents a new one. Actually, what's that with that matter? Reasons why the Netherlands were robbed this year at Eurovision.
Yeah.
Like,
they can win one thing, but they can't win another.
Wait, you're talking about Max Verstappen, right?
Shut up. Semi-final 2 has been featured more songs. And, yeah, do you want to hear the controversy?
Sana.
Yep.
What is
However,
the controversy? Corruption.
Yeah.
Apparently TVP is full of corruption.
What happened here was, I don't even know.
It says it's try to explain your best.
So, what happened was, there was another song that would have made it. Gladiator by Jan Wozmanowski.
Welcome to the party. Say hi to everybody. Okay, you know what? I can explain this. I actually can explain this.
Okay, you do that. I need to finish off my mash.
Hang on. Let me just add a what's its mash moment?
Oh.
Hang on.
Explain it already.
Alright, so there's John, right? And I believe that John was actually the rightful winner. However, the juries were so corrupt and brought probably by the writers of Blanca, of Solo, that they decided to, you know what? But you know what? That's some good money to give TVP. Let's vote for Blanca then, because if not, yeah. So eventually Blanca won, and the juries
Robert
and
Theory.
TVP.
There was also this theory that Blanca was affiliated to one of the board members at TVP.
Oh yeah, that. I was thinking of Mafia. The Polish
That's
Mafia.
how mafia works.
Okay, please, Robert Kubica, please make justice.
So yeah, that's
That's controversial.
somehow that qualified. Which I mean, I will say something. The song definitely improved from its national final performance, but still, it was.
Still, the reputation went downhill as fuck.
Yep. Actually, it kind of went uphill. Also, that's your nil plot alarm. Extended because we have 2 nil plots as your warning. Romanian magic hair, off and on, and San Marino's like an animal, both got 0 points.
That sounded like. Come and become a very active. But of course, it's San Marino. What do you expect? On the dance floor.
Honestly, it was warped. Denmark also could have gotten us 0 points, but they didn't get it, but they were damn near close to.
Yeah.
Getting 6 points.
That's what I'm TikTok. Ladies and gentlemen, TikTok.
Yeah.
Also, Faroe Islands.
Where did those points come from? Give me a second. So Denmark got 6 from Iceland. And none from the rest of the world, even though it would probably be a perfect candidate for that. Also, I actually have to say something. There was actually something wrong with San Marino's televoting. Because guess what happened? San Marino, unable to provide a valid televote result. Probably somebody vote winning, because there's no way that they'd receive as many points, many votes as they probably did, considering it's San Marino, of course. So people were cheating, probably, because Italy was not allowed to vote during this, during the second semi-final, which would actually be an advantage for San Marino. What ended up happening was they still got nothing anyways. So Spain, Ukraine, and United Kingdom were also able to vote. And get this, it was actually 12 from the United Kingdom to Lithuania. This is because of a large Lithuanian diaspora in the UK and Ireland, as a matter of fact. Fun fact, my cousin is in relation with a Lithuanian. Fun fact.
Should have voted for Lithuania then. Both were not biased.
I didn't vote in doing that final. I actually didn't, like, seriously.
It's a fine. We also were not able to vote, I believe. Let's talk about Spain for a second.
They got robbed in the final, yeah. Like, they got a lot of points in the jury vote, but then the televote fucked them up.
So now I'll present to you reasons why Spain was robbed this year in Eurovision.
I may need to. So the United Kingdom, they ended up not giving their 12 points to Lithuania, but they gave 10. And Lithuania also got a 10 from Ireland. Both of those countries did give 12 in their televote to Finland. So, expected.
Yeah. But let's just talk about Finland and Portugal giving 12 points to Australia.
Portugal giving 12 points to Australia. You know what's funny?
What?
Hang on, let me see if I can get this right. Is Portugal? Where the fuck is Portugal's televote?
I think you give 12 points to Ukraine.
Oh, well then. But yeah, Portugal did actually give 12 to Australia. And what's funnier is they didn't realize it. They didn't expect them to get 12. Because they just didn't think Portugal would be that smart enough to give them 12 points. So what ended up happening was they were eating bread.
Oh, yeah.
They were eating fucking...
Oh, my God.
And they're like, I'm using MASH as a way to simulate their cheering. They were like, oh, yeah, I don't know how either. So, yeah, and also in also jury points, the other people that gave 12 to Australia were Iceland, and Iceland's jury point vote reveal.
Yeah, Iceland. It wasn't.
Right. So to explain this to you, it was Atari, and Atari was in just a big metal mask thingy. I don't know what to call it. So what ended up happening was he took the mask off, and he was just taking bits and bobs off it, and he opened his zip, and after a short pause, he literally just went, Australia.
It wasn't funny.
Not even saying
Australia.
Australia, just Australia.
I was like, I'm gonna give the points or not.
And the hosts were like very confused. They were like, Hatari, we're on you, mate. On this movement. Brilliant. Hatari. There's a little bit of small time left, Hatari. I bet RUV definitely knew that was what was going to happen.
Yep.
And they were like, do we really want to do this?
I also have one for ships.
Sorry, I'm just repositioning myself. My entire setup is currently at an angle because I was setting up my Wii in the other room. Not that type of Wii. The one we were talking about earlier. Anyway,
But what did North qualifiers from semifinal 2, by the way?
Yeah, well, that one was
So,
well, that one was a bit of a thing.
outside of San Marino, Romania, and Denmark.
So
You downstairs.
I told him not to speak, and yeah, he still spoke. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, well, I'm gonna have to edit this enormously when I'm doing this for Anchor. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Right, we've got one more segment to go, and then we're done with this.
Yeah, but we were the semi-final 2 non-qualifiers.
Let's not talk about that and move on, because I'm already running out of time before my parents get pissed off at me. So,
Yeah. Oh no!
fun fact: this is literally the max character limit you can have on a ticket, 1,000.
So we're just gonna have to eat that right there. You're gonna have like 996 O's.
A bit. So, yeah. So,
The British Grand Prix
the
race.
British Grand Prix, it happened. The quali earlier today. So, yeah. Let me just
Max
quickly
again
pull it up.
being Max. Max being Max instead of smacking time and Max all over the place and we got for P1.
Thank you. So, what ended up happening was one of the weirdest ever things I have ever seen. So, on the first lap, on the first Q1 moment, it was held on the cloudy skies with a small patch of rain during the closing moments, which made no sense to how the end happened. So what ended up happening was Hamilton spun. Sent it into gravel and recovered somehow. Max and Albon had some track limit violations. Kevin Magnussen gave a red flag with 3 minutes left when it Vladi just died. Also, Valtteri Bottas died near the end as well. So, yeah. And he was also disqualified. He was also disqualified during scrutineering due to insufficient fuel sample, which means he was sent to last place on the grid. So, yeah, that slightly makes no sense, considering the way it works and considering that there was only 14 cars in Q2. But Q1, Jesus Christ, what the hell was Q1? Basically,
Gotta watch the highlights. That's all.
Yeah. How many people got in the top? A lot of people. A lot of people.
You went from Alonso P2 to Stroll.
So what ended up happening was that the final end was Lando, Leclerc, Russell, Hamilton, and Verstappen. What ended up happening was Carlos Sainz actually was unhappy with Ferrari because he was given team orders, which, yeah, Sainz overtook him shortly after. In Q2, Stroll and Sargent had the leading. Norris topped the session again before Fernando Alonso, Albon, Leclerc, and Sainz set faster times. Fastest lap was set by Pierre, Piastri, Hamilton, and Norris, only for it to be stolen by Verstappen. Shocker. And the people who died were Stroll, Ocon, Hulkenberg, and Sargent, it was also topped by Verstappen, Piastri, Norris, behind Albon and Sainz. With no threat of rain over the last 10 minutes, DRS was enabled. Verstappen took the fastest time, which he kept for pole, ahead of Hamilton and Piastri as everyone went to the pit lane, changed to new soft tyres. Verstappen kept pole as Piastri and Norris got second and third. And Norris was previously on course to score his second pole position at his home race. And his teammate Piastri achieved his highest qualification result of third place. The highest for a rookie in recent years, obviously. And it's the first front row start for McLaren since 2008 at Silverstone. Actually, no, sorry about that. It's the McLaren's first front row start at Silverstone since 2008. I misread that.
Okay, so going.
Regardless, the 107% rule was not in force, obviously, but yeah. So that was all. That's all with that, and I think we're done here, aren't we?
Yeah, but we're gonna end with something that I had an idea.
Really?
But I forgot. But it's still going. It's still going. The O's.
So,
Thoughts on this comment?
thoughts on this comment?
What?
Yeah, bloody here. Goodbye. Right, thank you very much for listening or watching, depending on where you did this. I need to go downstairs. I need to do some shit. So until then, I'll see you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye. Sayonara. Whatever.